Hey guys, we're live. I'm going to take just a minute and kind of let everyone get situated, come into the place, uh, Facebook Live, that is. And hopefully your week is going great, but we'll just give it a second. I'm always going to be drinking water, Facebook Live, Instagram Live, one of those. It should be pretty exciting today. I'm in a good mood. I'm in a happy mood. It says on Instagram, it actually says, we're telling your followers that you've started a live video. Hang on. We're telling more followers to join your video. Does Facebook do that? Seem like the same service, right? All right, guys. Hey, if you saw from the post we have here today, it's Money Talk Friday. I'm going to be talking about the Frugalwoods. So hey guys, my name is Steven, aka Even Steven Money, and we of course are live on Money Talk Friday. Every week we've got a new topic. I share my story, recommendations, action items, and any questions from you. This week will be just a little bit different, but you're probably wondering who I am. I am a money coach, first and foremost, at Even Steven Money. You know, my goal is simple for you guys. It's to create a roadmap to your financial freedom. You know, every day I'm working with individuals, couples, and I want to change how they spend their money and how they save their money so they can save more. You know, I'm putting together a clear, customized plan that puts you in a better financial position every step of the way. I like to say, pay off debt, save money, and live a better life today. Right? That sounds great. Pay off debt, save money, live a better life today. I mean, I'm in. Oh. But I will jump right into it, guys. So let me actually grab the link here. I know it's up top, but want to give it to you just in case you didn't see it. Let me paste that in there. So this is the link for the interview that I did with the Frugalwoods. So it's pretty fun. Definitely a lot of pictures in there. A lot of me being a little bit funny, a little bit, probably being myself. But jumping right in. So it's a little bit different this week because I'm not really sharing my story as much as I'm sharing the Frugalwoods story. And I didn't have a great introduction to the blog post, so I thought it'd be best to read and talk a little bit about who the Frugalwoods are from their own page. So I'm going to read it here. So my name is Liz, obviously not, but they're better known as Mrs. Frugalwoods. She writes about a wide range of topics, including her experiences as a parent, adventures as a novice homesteader, and the financial decisions that made our life possible. Her philosophy about managing money wisely allows them to pursue unusual aspirations, and opens up a world of options on how to live your life. She says that through the application of frugality, coupled with good incomes and judicious financial management, my husband and I have created a life that they love every single day. Now that sounds like something I can get on board with, living a better life today. It's not a life beholding to consumerism or the drive for material perfection or the incessant clarion call for more. Just some big words. So they're just saying, everyone always says, you should get more stuff, more things. So the Frugalwoods started back in April 2014. And this was all before, a lot of things have changed since then. They've moved to the country, they had kids. So if you read anything with the Frugalwoods, it's a lot of the writing has changed over time, thoughts, opinions. What the Frugalwoods do, or Miss Frugalwoods does, is she often articulates there are two sides of the financial independence equation. There's income and there's expenses. And then the more you earn, the more you can save. Earn more, save more. So that makes sense. So she primarily writes about saving money because it's the thing that she enjoys most writing about. Investing and income are key elements of the financial independence, of being financially independent, and topics that she does touch on periodically. Pretty cool. Also, they have a book. It's called Meet the Frugalwoods, Achieving Financial Independence Through Simple Living. That's the Frugalwoods. It's so Liz and Nate. I'm gonna take a drink here for just 1 second. So if you haven't checked them out, they really, I'll give you obviously you just read that, but I'll give you a real brief summary, I guess would say. They are frugal people. They are very frugal people, frugal weirdos. But in a lot of ways, it's in good ways. And, with anything, with money and with financial, you can learn from someone. And that's what I think it's a great opportunity today. So it might not be perfect for you, but there might be something in there, that little nugget that you take that, you consider adding or, changing in your life. And I think some of the things that we're going to talk about today from the interview are just, there's a lot of like really powerful statements and a lot of statements that I agree with, I've applied to my life, and, all thumbs up on this side. But if there's anything I don't like, anything I question, I'll definitely point it out throughout. So just a reminder, guys, Steven, that's me, aka Even Steven Money. I'm a money coach. We're here today on Money Talk Friday, and we are talking about the Frugalwoods, the frugal weirdos, the interview of sorts. So I hope you enjoy. So I'm going to touch on a couple of the topics and kind of go from there. I'll be reading a little bit and sharing my thoughts. So one of the things that they said, we admit we're unique in our hobbies and predilections, which is kind of like what they like. I had to look that word up. But we're kind of all about not conforming to what society thinks we should do. Now, that one was big for me. And so conforming to what society thinks we should do. There's so many things out there that tell us, especially with the marketing, right? We need to have, just name it, like we need to have a big house. We need to have the biggest house, most expensive house. We got to have a new car. We got to have a car with a ribbon on it. We need the new iPhone. We need the new, it's like thing after thing after thing. We need new, better, best. And, a lot of times that's what society thinks we should do. And they kind of put up the hand and said, that's not what we're about. Throughout this, you'll see it a lot, but they say no to lifestyle inflation and consumer debt. Now, consumer debt, pretty easy to understand. They say no credit cards, no credit cards, student loans, etc. But the lifestyle inflation, just to give you a little brief look into that, is, essentially you start buying, more and more things because, you bought a new house, so you need a new couch. And then, you have that couch, so you need a new TV, and like your lifestyle keeps getting inflated and inflated over time. And it happens a lot of times with when you earn more money too. Back in the day of earning, right out of college, say earning $30,000, and then your lifestyle changes, or it goes through lifestyle inflation with now that you're earning $60,000 or $90,000. They are big fans of what they say, live a simple life, and you'll see that it's very evident in their talk and their actions, especially. Hey guys, again, thanks for joining. I really appreciate it. I'm always happy to have people on, checking things out. I'm Steven, aka Even Steven Money. We're diving into the interview of sorts with the Frugalwoods. So a big one that this one really hits home for me. One thing that they said, it says, we weren't always sure what we wanted out of life, but we knew we didn't want to be trapped in offices for the next 30 years. So this one hit really, really big with me. And it happened, for me throughout the time that I was at the bank. And, I was going to the office, the cubicle, every day, the same building. And, I wasn't sure what I wanted to do, really. I kind of like they said, like, I didn't know what I wanted out of life, but I knew I didn't want to show up to that same office in that same cubicle for, the next 30 years. And I'm, of course, still figuring out life myself. But I know that wasn't part of the plan for me. So it's great that, they figured that out as well. So if you check it out in the interview, this is some great foreshadowing, and this shows how well they did with their plan, this is amazing to me. So again, just reading it a little bit, we made the decision in early 2014 to enact Operation Rural Homestead. In 3 years or less, they'd be quitting their city jobs, renting out their current city home, and decamp to a 20+ acre homestead in rural southern Vermont. They'll be about 33 at the time of early retirement. So I know the Frugalwoods a little bit. I've read them. I've met them in person. Liz and Nate, very, very nice people. What's crazy about this is, from what I know and read and talked to, is they did quit their jobs. Liz quit her job. She's doing like freelancing work, etc. Nate, I believe, still works remotely, but no longer obviously in that city. They are renting out their city home, and they are in a 66 acre homestead in rural southern Vermont, or at least in Vermont. I guess I haven't been there, although I have definitely heard some talk about from a fellow blogger. What is it? Frugal stock, I think. So I look forward to that invitation. I hope it comes in the mail in like a nice wooded envelope or something. But pretty crazy, right? They did everything that they had planned to do, it sounds like. But more on the planning, they said they want to hike every day in our own woods, run an Airbnb yurt cabin operation. I don't know if they're doing that, actually. I didn't ask, and I haven't seen anything about it. Continue to write on the Frugalwoods, which they're doing, and then have time and space to explore our myriad and admittedly unusual hobbies, which include, but are not limited to, woodworking, astronomy, welding, yoga, writing, baking, home improvement projects, and more. So I don't know what they're doing in terms of hobbies. I probably don't follow them that closely, but I do know that with 66 acres of land, that I do every once in a while see a random post or, something on social media where they're putting in work on the homestead. They're clearing out land. They're, shoveling snow, or actually plowing snow, gardens, all the stuff. So definitely hobbies that I'm sure are fun for them, and probably unusual for a lot of us. And hey guys, if you have any questions when I'm going through, any thoughts, feel free to write them in the comments. As always, thank you for joining. We're here, and me and you, but I'm here on Money Talk Friday. Every week we have a new topic, sharing my story. In this case, sharing the Frugalwoods story. Any action items and questions from you. So if you have them, put them in. I'd be happy to talk about them, answer them, give them my best. So here's these are gonna be some pretty amazing numbers, and hopefully it doesn't like put you to shame in terms of how much you're saving or what have you, because this is just one person, this is their story. You got to write your own story. But for them, they have no debt other than the mortgage. This is, again, back in 2014, 2015. They have 2 incomes. And they said, you know what, with that, we should be saving a lot. And they were saving in between 65 and 85% of their income, which is pretty insane. And I know they had my understanding is they had good incomes. They had very good incomes. So just to use some numbers, right? If together they were making 100,000, that means that they were saving in between 65 to 85,000. Bump it up one level more, and they're making 200,000. That would be saving 130,000 to $170,000. And again, if they're making $300,000 combined, that would be what? 195,000 to 255,000. Like, those numbers are, when you say them all out, they are insane in terms of their savings rate, but it's not insane to them because that's how they live, not only frugally, but they also make good incomes. There's two sides of the coin, right? Double-edged sword, something like that. Probably two sides of the coin. And then they said, aside from their mortgage, their expenses run right around $900 to $1,500 per month. And for them, this is a very sustainable amount. So putting this into perspective for myself, our grocery bill, when we're trying grocery and household items, but when we're doing really well, we're in a 400 plus range. Like if our January groceries are $400, I'm going to be very happy. And you add in restaurants, same thing. If they're $400, $500, to put that into perspective, I probably spent me and my wife and my dog Angel, we probably spend, on their low end with just our food, which is pretty. Again, I'm using the word crazy because to me it is, very frugal people. They're frugal weirdos, right? And it says what they say next. They've frugalized and optimized every area of their life, from their 10-cent breakfast, which I can only assume is oats of some sort, to when Mr. Frugalwoods used to bike to work. I don't know if he did that all the time, but if he did, cheers to him. And even with their dog, they were taking care of, the Frugal Hound's hound care. It's some pretty funny stuff if you check out their pictures, especially the picture in the blog as well. And they say we buy very few things, so more of that anti-consumer. And then when they do buy it, they're buying it used. So it just goes again with how they're saving money. They're very, very frugal people. Like they're above and beyond, I think, any frugality that I can come up with sometimes. So, now think about it for yourself though. Like, what can you take from them? Can you optimize your life just a little bit more? Or are we all kind of, I was talking with someone yesterday, and are we making lazy purchases? Especially when it comes to food. They said if they eat oatmeal every day, right? I don't know if that's what they do, but if that breakfast costs them 10 cents, like, are you able to optimize, your breakfast in a way that could be something like that? Like, I don't know, but it's something to really think about and see if you can add it into your life, if it fits your life, your lifestyle, right? And they did it and they're doing it, which is, again, like, kudos to them. You just got to take a little nugget of that information and, apply it to your life when it's part of it. But hey, reminder, where are we? Who are we? My name is Steven, aka Even Steven Money. We're here on Money Talk Friday. It's live. I'm on Facebook and Instagram, so I appreciate you stopping by, saying hello, liking the page, anything you do. Again, just appreciate it. We're talking about the Frugalwoods today in the interview of sorts, frugal weirdos. Bunch of frugal weirdos. I just love saying that. So, which actually segues really well. So the Frugalwoods are self-proclaimed weirdos. Frugal weirdos is what they say. This is a pretty loaded question that I asked them. I said, what do you do that's so different from the general public? And I think this could have went on for days, as you kind of saw with the 10-cent breakfast, and yeah, I think they even like they run their own soda streamer with like CO2. I don't know enough about that one, but they're always looking for ways to optimize and save. So they said, where do I even begin? But here's what I took out of their answer, and this was great. What differentiates them is the absolute and shared commitment to a long-term goal. They wanted to live on a rural homestead. So they had that long-term goal, and that was what was so important. And then for them, they said frugality is the honest to, they said the frugal hound, which was their greyhound dog, that frugality is not a struggle for them at all. They know what they want out of life. It's really quite easy to make decisions on a daily basis that will bring our goal closer to fruition. So, I mean, that's like what it's all about. So you have this big goal, and how are you going to get there? You're going to take it day by day, one step, two steps, or the same, right? One step at a time. And if you commit yourself to that goal, whatever it is, for them, it was moving to Vermont in the middle of nowhere and having 66 acres and living their own life and living their own lifestyle and creating their own lifestyle, really. And it, take their story out of it, right? And if you look at that, you got to start thinking about your own life. And you said, okay, what big goal do I have? Like really big, right? Do you, for work, career, where do you want to live, different stuff. And your big goal, take that big goal, write it down, and then figure out a way to live every day towards that goal. Every action that you do is towards that goal. So for them, a lot of it was saving money, being frugal, being exceptionally frugal. I'm not even sure that there's a big enough word for how frugal they were. And they made, again, you'll see it in their book. Well, I shouldn't say that. You'll see it. You can just kind of tell by the numbers, different stuff that they had probably better than good incomes. And that's part of it. For them, it really increased the rate that they were able to save. But even if those numbers were lower, right? When I said, 300,000 versus 100,000, they're saving more obviously if they're making 300,000, but it's also, they have such low expenses that a lot of that is just a speed thing. So for some people, it might take 10 years, but they were saying, hey, you know what? We're going to be exceptionally frugal, and our numbers are so high in terms of our income that we're just going to speed right through it. Like, we know what we want. We got it. We're going to keep doing it. And they did it. And that's really, really impressive to me. Just how they had a goal and they reached it. This is one of the favorite things I think that I've heard it before, I've seen it before, but just a really great saying here. And they say it like this: I've said it before, but it bears repeating. When you're working towards a defined goal, frugality ceases to be about what you're giving up and becomes about what you're going to gain. So with them, let's take out the word frugality. So let's try this again. So when you're working towards a defined goal, let's take frugality and replace it with sacrifice. Sacrifice ceases to be about what you're going to give up and becomes about what you're going to gain. Again, I think that's really powerful. And just to give it an example and some context. So losing weight, right? When you're working towards a defined goal, let's say it's losing 10 pounds. So that sacrifice ceases to be what's about you're giving up. You're giving up, and for some people it's pizza and beer and and to my man Chuck, giving up maybe brisket, although you're not giving up brisket. To giving up, different things in your life, it becomes more about what you're going to gain. You're gonna get in better shape, or you're gonna, maybe in that case you're gonna drop expenses too. But you end up gaining that you end up gaining weight loss and feeling better and looking better. And there's so many different things that go along with that, that it's above and beyond anything that you're sacrificing. But that is what I am, I'll say, closing on. That's what I'm finishing up here. Let me take one drink and I'll wrap up a couple things and give you some information as well. So last but not least, all of it. So guys, just final reminder, I am going to be here every Friday that I am physically able to be at 1 p.m. Eastern on Money Talk Friday. Each week, we've got a new topic, sharing my story, recommendations, action items, and any questions from you. Love getting questions. I'd love to share them on Facebook with everyone else, Instagram, whatever works. You want to direct message me? Anything that you need to do, put it on the page. I'm happy to help. First and foremost, guys, what do I do all day? I don't do Facebook Live all day, Instagram Live. I'm a money coach at, of course, evenstevenmoney.com. And what I do, my goal is simple. So I said it before, I'm creating a roadmap for your financial freedom. Whatever you're looking to do, that's what I'm here to help with. And it's with couples, it's with individuals. It's really changing your life, but we're doing that through, how you spend money, saving more money, and getting that clear and customized plan that puts you in a better financial position. It's every step of the way. And I love saying this. Ready? Pay off debt, save money, and live a better life today. Hey guys, as a money coach, got to let you know about it because I can help and I will help. And first thing I'm going to throw in the comments here, or I should say it's the second, where you can check it out. Let me see something here. Oh man, Chuck, he says he's not giving up his brisket. Okay, fair enough. Hey, people who have joined, I want to thank you again. I'm sorry, Scott, Whitney, Chuck, Charles, thank you again for stopping by. I appreciate it. Hey, I am dropping a message in my website, actually. Apologies. So this is a direct link to the Even Steven Money coaching page. Highly recommend checking it out. See if it's you. See if you're the person that needs a little extra help. Does what I'm saying, am I talking directly to you? And, are you looking to save more money? Are you looking to kind of get, I kind of like to say, get your together financially? And I'm there to help you with that plan. And if you want to set up a call, like you're inspired, you're ready, you're all about this, got a little, motivation today, I'm going to toss in the comments as well so if you use this will actually book right to your scheduling page. And then we can schedule a live virtual talk, and we can either get on the phone, one of these, or actually do it just like this, where I see you, you see me. And then it's really just figuring out if we're a good fit and if I can help, because I can't help everyone. I mean, that'd be great, but finding out if everything makes sense and it meets, together. Does my coaching fit you, and etc. But hey, and if I don't have any more comments, any questions, I want to say thank you. Thank you for joining. Thank you for liking it. Thank you for throwing in comments. I really appreciate it. If you are interested in the Frugalwoods, definitely check them out. Check out the interview of sorts. I'm still looking to give away a Frugalwoods book. So help me out. If I can, I will. It's coming out of my own pocket. I don't mind it. I want to help. I want to help you. I like to say we're in this together because we are. I'm here to help you get better with your money every day. That's all I got for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're going to stop by. I hope you're going to share. I hope you're going to like. I hope all of it, right? I hope you have a great day, great weekend. And again, thank you for checking out Even Steven Money. I'll catch you guys next week.